Hi, y'all. I am going to read chapter 9 of Clementine for you. I just wanted to recap a little bit of chapter 8 first, though. Clementine and her dad have been working really hard to get rid of the pigeons in the front of the building. And Clementine found out who was doing it and how to fix it. Clementine's also battling within herself how to be without Margaret, because Margaret is no longer her friend at this point, and Margaret has moved on and has made new friends. This has made her miss her cat who passed away even more. So we have some new things happening in chapter 9. I hope you enjoy. So first we have this picture of, I'm going to assume either Margaret or Clementine and their mom washing their hair, or what used to be hair, because remember they colored them. Alright, chapter 9. I cannot look at your green head for one more day, my mom said as soon as I woke up Sunday morning. So right after breakfast, she took me into the kitchen and started scrubbing my head with scoring powder and saying things I had never heard a TV mother say. She scrubbed so hard she probably made a hole right through my head skin and my head bone, and now everybody can see right into my brains. I'd better not do any more cartwheels. All the time I watched out the kitchen window for Margaret's feet. Margaret's brother is not my special friend, I told my mother. This in case she thought I was watching out for Mitchell's feet, which I was not, because he's not my special friend. My mother kept on scrubbing, and all she said was, "That's nice," which was grown-up saying when they're not paying attention to you. Suddenly, with my amazing corner eyes, I saw my dad was reading to my brother in the living room. "Stop!" I yelled. I flew over and jumped on his lap and slapped the book shut just in time. "Lima Bean is little, Dad," I reminded him. "He'd get scared of those shoes." "First of all, your brother's name isn't Lima Bean," said my dad. "And second of all, what shoes, Clementine? I told you he was not so good at paying attention. Those shoes are pretty hard to miss. The pointy green ones on the bear," I whispered. "Page 14. Which I know because, okay, fine, I look at the page a lot. Some days I like to scare myself. Today was not one of those days, though. "It's just a picture, Sport," Dad said. "It's not real. Do you want to try looking at it with me right now? Right here?" "No!" I yelled, and then I was mad because now those pointy shoes were stuck in my head, going to worry me all day. I jumped off my dad's lap and ran back into the kitchen because I have discovered that lots of food are round. Cookies, hamburgers, pizzas, donuts, cupcakes, apples, you name it, all the good stuff is round. I grabbed 2 slices of bologna and I bit them into a pair of glasses, which is a trick I invented. And only I know, and now you will too. Fold a slice of bologna in half, then bite right in the middle of the flat side. Do it again. Then slap the circles over your eyes and you have bologna glasses. Here's a picture of that. And then because I'm so good of a sister, and okay, fine, because I'm still hungry, I made a pair for my brother too. "Here, Peapod," I said, climbing back onto my dad's lap and slapping my brother's pair onto his eyes. "Put on your glasses." So silly. My brother started laughing so hard he spit up his breakfast waffle, and my parents said, "Clementine, please," at exactly the same time which I think they practice at night when I am asleep, but they were laughing too. And suddenly it was a pretty good day in spite of the hole scrubbed in my head. The good day feeling made me think about all the bad day feelings I'd been having this week, and that made me think about Margaret. And then the best idea of all spoiled right in my brain. Because I am so good at paying attention, I know all the things that Margaret likes. So I ran around my apartment gathering them up. Polka Dotty's flea collar, because Margaret loved my old cat. Pepperoni, because that's the only kind of pizza I had ever seen her eat. The red shoes Margaret makes me put on Barbie every time we play. The blue jay feather from my collection, because her favorite color is blue. Some M&Ms, because she breathed on mine. My charm bracelet, because she always makes I wish eyes at it. Lace ripped from my party socks, because I borrowed them from Margaret one time and I forgot to tell her. Pink sparkle nail polish, because she tried to borrow it from me, but I caught her. A dead bumblebee. I don't know why. The rest of the red curly hair I cut off, because that's how we got into all this trouble in the first place. Then I got my mother's favorite hat, a bottle of glue, and my dad's aftershave, which Margaret and I love to squirt all over us because it is such a heavenly aroma, which is like a smell. I glued and I glued and I glued and I squirted and I squirted and I squirted and I smiled. Then I ran out and guess who I met at the elevator? Margaret! Without Amanda Lee! I have something for you, we both said at exactly the same time, which we have never practiced before. Then I handed her the Margaret hat and she handed me a bag. Inside was a brand new, not sat on, sparkle glitter paint set. I got it at the mall, Margaret said. Then, without even a grown-up telling her to, she said she was sorry for being mean to me at my birthday. I'm sorry about your hair, I said. Okay, fine, we both said. And it was, for about 1 minute. I have to go, Margaret said. I'll see you tonight. Yep, see you tonight, I said. Then I said, what's tonight? The party. Your parents invited us. Oh, right, I said. I knew that, but I didn't. Uh-oh. If my parents were having a party and I didn't know about it, it meant that it was a surprise party. Surprise parties are either for birthdays or going aways. It wasn't my birthday anymore. Uh-oh, so what are you thinking? We're at the end of chapter 9. What are you thinking? Okay, this was the chapter that Margaret and Clementine seem to have made up. I want you to kind of just think about and predict, do you think that they'll stay friends this time, or do you think there will be another argument? Also, do you think there's about to be a going away party for Clementine? Or what do you think the surprise party is?